Hi guys, so this is the third episode in my quest to try and do a Turkish Get Up with a 96 kilogram kettlebell or something that's equal to my own body weight. If you've not seen the other two episodes, hit the link on the bottom of this video in the comments, and that'll take you back to the first episode where I explain the whole background about why I'm doing this. But anyway, so as I look at my training, or as I've started to get into my training for lifting the Turkish kettlebell, about 2 weeks ago I dropped the metal pipe on my toe, which is a long story that I won't get into. And what that's meant is, up until about today, I've been able to put very little weight on the middle toe of my left foot, which has meant I've not been able to do any Turkish get-ups. And even now it's still a little sore, and it means I can't really do any heavy Turkish get-ups. So what I've decided to do is take a much lighter weight. In this case, it's going to be 24 kilos. At the moment, my heavy weight is about 48 kilos, and I think I should be able to do that fine with the toe injury. And the other reason for doing a much lighter weight is really slowing down the movement and really ironing out any kinks in my form. And I think with a movement as complex as a Turkish Get Up, just doing the movement over and over is really going to train the central nervous system and really teach your body how to fire the muscles in the right way to get the movement done, particularly if you're doing it with weight and you do it slowly. So don't get me wrong, you're never going to be able to lift heavy without lifting heavy, and you can't just do loads of slow half weight Turkish get-ups and then suddenly expect to jump up to a higher weight, right? You're still going to need to do the heavier weights. But this is a good way, one, to clean up your form, but two, to train the central nervous system to fire those muscles in the correct way without having to lift heavy all the time. So you will see an improvement in the quality of the movement, which should make it, providing you're also doing the heavy lifts, make it easier for you to progress as well. So that's the other reason to do it. And and a third reason here as well for me actually recording it for this video, what I'm going to do is, I'll record the lift and do a little voiceover. I think it'll be a good way for me to actually talk about the technique, which will benefit you guys as well, about what I'm actually doing and what I'm thinking about when I'm going through the Turkish Get Up movement. So I'll record this, and hopefully you find this useful, and hopefully my toe heals soon enough and I can start getting back on the heavy weights and then get towards that 96 kilo Turkish Get Up. Right, I hope you enjoy watching.
So starting off, let's talk about how you pick up the kettlebell correctly. You're going to roll to one side and grab the handle with both hands. Before you're going to roll back onto your back, and from there press it up and use the other hand to assist it if you need to. Now from here, or before I get into the pressing motion, you're going to see it's a sit up and a twist at the same time. So I plant my left leg out at 45 degrees, post my right arm out, and push and twist across to the arm that's posted. Now from here, I'm going to post up with the back hand, plant out my left foot, and drive all the weight up. So all my weight's on my foot and my right hand. And then pull my other leg through, and a nice slow controlled motion, come up to a full lunge position. Then I adjust my legs so both my knees are pointing forward before I actually do an upward lunge. And then from there, I'm adjusting in this case just so you can see it on the camera, but no need to do it live, and pause in there to get the effect of this. This is a slow Turkish Get Up because we're using a lighter weight here. Now when I'm ready, I'm going to reverse that lunge. And a nice controlled motion, come all the way back down, plant out my free hand, keeping all that tension through the shoulders and through the spine and a nice engaged core. I'm going to again load up my other foot and hand, and then in a nice controlled motion sit through the other leg, go back down onto my elbow, and then slowly come back down in that kind of twisting sit-up motion. Here I'm going to put both hands back on the kettlebell, put it back on the floor. Quick adjustment of my body position, and this is the safe way to move the kettlebell from one side of the body to the other. You're dragging it across the floor and circling it around the head, so you're never picking it up over your body and risk dropping that kettlebell on top of yourself. Again, I'm going to roll to my side, grab the handle with both hands, and then roll back onto my back. And this time I'm going to press it straight up. So you've got either option here. Now you can see my left hand and my right leg are out at 45 degrees. I post up onto the elbow and then perform that twisting sit-up motion. Post out with my rear hand, bring my right foot up, and then load up all the weight on my right foot and my left hand. And I'm pausing there to get the benefits of this slow exercise, and then I come to the full lunge motion, the kneeling lunge. I adjust my legs. Now what you're going to see coming up are a couple of mistakes because I'm compensating for my left leg, which is why I've paused this video. But I think it's good to have in you so you can see some mistakes that people make, and you've got an example of bad form versus good form. So when the video restarts, what you're going to see as I go to stand up is my left leg, or my left foot, my toes are not on the floor. So I've pushed off the back of my foot or the top of my foot, which is bad form. And you're going to see as I come back down here, I'm very shaky because of the injury, but also it shows, you can see I haven't got a good lunge going backwards. Again, this is because of the injury, but it's a good demonstration of some of the mistakes that you can make when you're coming back down, which is why I wanted to keep it in here. But then from here on in, everything I think looks smooth. Again, another pause in that position, it's like a T-plank position before I load up and sit all the way through, and then I roll back down onto the elbow and come all the way back down, and then bring the kettlebell back down safely, rolling it over to the floor, and you've finished.